My name is Anthony Carty. I'm the Director of Blended Online Learning here for Quakertown Community School District. Our job was to present in front of the school board some of the initiatives that have been happening in the school district for a long time. We wanted to make sure that we had the board members that understood all of those definitions, and so we went through what a one-to-one is, which is students from 9 to 12 having a device that they have dedicated to them that they can take home and use in school. We also talked about how middle school students can use computers on a more one-to-one in-school basis. We talked about our partnership with a Bridges Consortium, which is a group of school districts that get together. They plan courses and they offer courses with Pennsylvania certified teachers, and they also give a catalog that is broad so that kids can take all different types of courses. And then we talked about our online academy, which includes all of the consortium type courses, teachers that are teaching courses here in Quakertown, and some really unique, interesting language courses and things like that, like American Sign Language and Mandarin and things like that. Some of our conclusions were that the one-to-one device program has been successful. We need to learn from the lessons that we had before. We started off with these really small and not so functional netbooks. Those netbooks served a purpose, but they didn't serve a greater purpose, which was to facilitate a more blended learning environment, a more online learning environment, a more collaborative learning environment. So we know that as we move forward with the one-to-one initiative, we want to buy computers or devices that give us the opportunity to be more collaborative and give us the opportunity to be able to meet students where their needs are and those college and career 21st century skills. What we also learned is that teachers really appreciate the one-to-one. They like the diversity that it brings to the classroom. They like the amount of flexibility that they can use with it. They also like the fact that they can assign work that can be completed digitally, and there's no issues on whether the student has a device at home where they can or can't accomplish that. There's also, what we found is that we need to do a better job teaching 21st century skills to students as far as how they use their computers and when they use it. And we need to do a better job of looking at each individual student in each grade and making sure that we pick the correct device for them. As we move forward, we want to look to putting more computers into the middle and elementary level so that students have access to devices and the same devices all the way through. And that's what we'll be looking forward to the next couple of years. Partnership with Bridges has to do with partnership with the Bucks County Intermediate Unit number 22 in Doylestown. And what we do is we share classrooms and teachers with other partner districts around the region. And they wanted to know a couple of things. They want to know is the partnership still financially viable? Is it still providing all of the flexibility that students need? And what we did find out is that we can probably rework the way we do Bridges and make it more financially able, but still belong to a consortium so that we can offer our students a robust catalog. What we found out is that students are enrolling a great deal in cyber classes. We have over 250 students this year that are enrolled in courses, and the number of courses they're enrolled in is much higher than that. We found out that next year we have almost 16% of the students in the 9 through 12 that are registered for at least one online course, whether it's one of the languages like American Sign Language or Mandarin or Latin, or it's a virtual high school course, which is some of the AP courses we don't provide, or some of those courses that we don't teach, like early childhood education or kindergarten studies. So we want to make sure that we continue those things. We also wanted to make sure that we could offer all of our courses in a rigorous way. So we wanted to ask those questions on, is the course hard? Is it as rigorous as the course you're taking face-to-face and things like that? And we found out that those courses really are as rigorous. But there is some work to be done on some of the electives and some of the other courses, especially once students take keystone testing in and things like that. In the end, what we found is that we are contributing around 4.7 or almost 5 teachers to the online program. It's costing the district a little bit of money to do that. But the payoff and the benefit is the course catalog is higher than before. The course catalog is more robust, and we have the opportunity to offer courses from all over the region through our Bridges Consortium, but also the languages that students want that are more personalized. We decided that Blackboard was a little hard to understand from a teacher's perspective and student's perspective, so we're going to switch to a Canvas learning management system, which is much easier to understand, much easier to use and work with for teachers. And we decided that all of the systems that we put into place now, we're going to continue so that, again, we give students the best possible education they can, whether they're online or face-to-face. Some things to look forward in the future is what devices that we have for our students, what kind of programming they need, but it's not the device and it's not the technology, it's about the student. So we want to stay student-centered, we want to understand exactly what the needs are of our kids, and then we want to be able to provide that online or face-to-face.